Welcome back. Still down to 45 points on the Nifty. The Sensex has extended its fall, 800 points plus gone. But let's invite the management of Borosil Renewables on Midcap Radar today. Last month, the company kicked off commercial production of solar glass from their SG3 furnace, scaling up their capacity to 1,000 tons per day. Note that the management had earlier told CNBC-TV18 that demand continues to remain very strong, and with a capex of 33 to 34 million euros, they should see about a 20% growth in their revenues. Pradeep Kheruka, the chairman of Borosil Renewables, is with us on the show now. Thank you very much for joining in. The last time you indicated that demand is very strong, but now that your capacity has increased twofold in solar glass, could you tell us what is the capacity utilization that you are currently operating at, and what is the pricing looking like?
So prior to our switching on the new capacity, we were operating at about 20% of the market demand. That means Borosil was being able to meet a little over 20% of the market demand. And now with enhanced capacity, we should be able to do about 43% of the market demand. Meanwhile, demand in foreign markets has been very strong. And basically, demand is simply not an issue at all, so far as the company is concerned. Yes, you were asking a question about import prices. They remain a challenge. The prices are very low. The price is heavily subsidized. In the Indian solar ecosystem, solar glass does not have any protection whatsoever from any kind of import duty, which is astonishing. And we have done our best to impress upon the government to impose at least a basic customs duty, which is there on the books, but that is exempted right now by virtue of some circular, or should I say by mischief of some circular. And therefore, we continue to lobby with the government to withdraw that circular so that the basic customs duty already on the books should get implemented, and we are able to compensate for the subsidies which the Chinese manufacturers get and which we do not.
So, Kheruka, what is that subsidy amount is what I wanted to check. How much lower are the imported or the dumped prices versus what you are manufacturing? And generally for solar glass, are prices in an uptrend right now?
Prices are not at an uptrend. They are more or less stable. Everything is stable. The demand is stable. The price is stable. I don't think they can get much lower than this in terms of their selling prices, because they must be already subsidizing selling prices quite significantly. We are covered. We had entered into long-term contracts for soda ash, and therefore, to some extent, we are covered on that front. Also, we are multi-fuel furnaces, so we can switch to furnace oil, which is what we have done. Fortunately, the prices of furnace oil have not registered any spike, and so therefore there is some stability there in terms of our cost inputs. So we are doing fairly well. We still have a good EBITDA, which is good by any normal standard, but we believe that we should have we need to have more in order to be able to repay the debts. If we want to have growth, then we should have a higher profitability in order to sustain growth.
Sir, in absence of any support from the government, will the margins stay at current levels? What is the trend on the margins?
Yes, the margin should stay at the current levels. 26,
27%.
As you know, I never give any numbers, but I'm generally saying that the margins are stable. So we should, plus we do have some benefit from enhanced capacity. There are certain economies of scale which kick in because of higher capacities. So those are advantages we get.
So Mr. Kheruka, right now you're at 1,000 tons per day. That is the increased capacity. You have another capacity coming in, and that will take it to 2,400 tons per day. That is by FY24. Are you on track to achieve that at full or the peak capacity utilization levels? What kind of revenues will you do, and what will that take your market share to? Right now, 1,000 tons per day has taken it to 40%. Once you reach that higher level, what kind of market share will you see?
So I would say that we are prepared for the new capacity, but at the moment we are still waiting to see what comes out from our efforts in terms of getting some improvement in the duty structure. And in the event that the duty structure is restored to normalcy, then I think we should be able to start work on the new capacity in the next few months. It could be 6 months, for example. And then we should be able to work right earnest to expand it further. Until then, I think we have to adopt a wait and see approach because 1,000 tons a day, which is enough to give 6 gigawatts of glass for the solar business here, is not bad. It's quite good. Moreover, we already have another company which has started production. So we haven't seen the glass in the market yet, but we believe they've started production a couple of weeks ago. And another 2 companies are coming in on stream sometime in April or May. So we should see another 1,000 tons coming up. And even after that, there would still be more demand than the enhanced supply.
Mr. Kheruka, we'll leave it at that. Thank you very much for joining in. That's Borosil Renewables for you. For the market, still down 235 points. European markets have opened up right now, and they've opened up with deep cuts of about 0.8, 0.9% on the benchmark indices. And banks in Europe continue to slide lower. I think Credit Suisse in the opening tick was down about 65 odd percent,
and so was
while UBS too has seen a double-digit knock, close to about 12 to 14% down on UBS. Well, we'll keep tracking the market for you. For now, we need to slip into a very short break. On the other side, Inside Out returns.